Welcome to Ron Bever's Gymnasium. We're in Radcliffe, Kentucky on the campus of North Hardin High School. We're here for the finals, the region championship on the line in the girls' 5th region basketball tournament. I'm calling it the 5th region basketball tournament, but it might as well be District 19 championship number 2 or part 2, as our 2 participants are the champion Bethlehem Banshees of District 19 and the runners-up from District 19, the Nelson County Lady Cardinals. It's a rematch. It's not just a rematch from that district championship game. This is round 4 of this competition, as these 2 opponents have met 3 times this year. And goodness gracious, Bardstown grudge match. These girls know each other well. Obviously, they've played since they were little against one another. And so, wow, what an interesting matchup to have here for this region championship. I'm Paul Gray here bringing you the action. And again, we've been here with you all week for some really good basketball, some great games last night as the Nelson County Lady Cardinals punched their ticket to this championship game with an amazing 16-point comeback victory over the Lady Panthers of Elizabethtown High School. And that 16-point comeback started with about 4 minutes to go in the third quarter when both Janice Armstrong and Sarah Clark went out of the ball game. The 2 stars for Elizabethtown got in foul trouble, had to come out for a few minutes. Coach Sweeney, after giving up several points quickly as the rally began for the Lady Cardinals, had to get those 2 back on the floor. Eventually in the fourth quarter with about 3.5 to go, it was Sarah Clark fouling out as the Lady Panthers were still up 6 points. And, boy, her impact, you can just see how important Sarah Clark is to that Lady Panther squad. Fortunately for Coach Sweeney and the Lady Panthers, their season coming tragically to an end. They only have 1 senior on the team, and certainly they'll bring back a great squad. On the other side, this Banshee squad did a great job advancing against who is the 2nd-ranked RPI team in the region. That was the Central Hardin Lady Bruins. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Paul Gray, and my daughter Katie Gray plays for Central Hardin, so that was a tough one to call last night. Very sad to see that senior group gone from the Lady Bruins. Monica and Alyssa Lindsay did everything they could to try to keep that season alive, just unable to overcome the Banshees. It's 4 years in a row that the Banshees have knocked out the Central Hardin Lady Bruins in the region tournament 2 times in a row. It was in the first round. Last year it was in the championship game, and then last night in the semifinals. So Banshees move on. Interestingly enough, this Banshee squad's a great shooting team. The Nelson County Lady Cardinals are a very good shooting team, but neither one of them have really done it from the 3-point line. It's been driving the ball and getting it into the interior. It's been shooting from the free throw line that has helped these 2 squads move on. And I got to say, defensively, very tough. The zone defense employed by 3-2 and 2-3 looks, especially a 3-2 look last night from this Bethlehem squad, was so impressive and really made things difficult on the Lady Bruins that led to that 9-point victory. On the other side, Nelson County, again, down 16 in the third, went away from the zone defenses they had been playing, a 2-3, an extended trapping 2-3 out front that was really ineffective. When they went into a man-to-man full court pressure look, playing man-to-man everywhere, they started to dominate that ballgame. Great job by Coach Menifee to get his team into a different look and really change. He said it was just changing the tempo of the game, and it really did. It sped it up and really gave this Lady Cardinal squad the impetus to make that comeback and play great basketball there late in that game to win that ball game. So a great job by both squads. So again, we've got the number 1 seeded Bethlehem Banshees led by Coach Jason Clark. They have a 22-7 record. Coach Michael Menifee brings his Lady Cardinals of Nelson County into this game with a 21-11 record. And what we're looking at here are a couple of really talented young ball clubs. There's a couple of good seniors on that Bethlehem squad, but their top 2 scorers, top 2 players, Emma Filiatcher and Carly Thurman, are a junior and senior respectively. A junior and sophomore respectively. And then on this Lady Cardinal squad, Macy Runner, Kaya Grabber, Shayla Redmond, all juniors leading this squad. Boy, this is not the last time we will see this matchup. As I said earlier, this is the 4th time these two have met this season. It's the Bethlehem Banshees winning all 3 of those. I said last night on the broadcast, we had 4 really good teams, all of whom were good enough to win the region title. The team I thought had the least good opportunity was Nelson County. Why? They're super talented. They've got more depth than anybody else. Again, they have a lot of good scorers that play, that are in the lineup for them. A really exciting group. They've got 5 girls that average better than 8.5 points a ball game. That is just really unheard of, to have that many girls scoring at that kind of a rate. So they're very deep. The problem for this squad is they just will go into a shell from times. And last night in the second quarter and early third quarter, they just couldn't find offense. They couldn't get anything going. Things were difficult, and there were a lot of turnovers. They could not stop E-Town's interior passing, and E-Town got a lot of good looks inside and then got some good looks outside. And so there's just times in games where this Nelson County squad is downright bad. There are other times in games where they are phenomenal and they look like world beaters, like who is going to beat this team. And so you're just going to wait and see who shows up and if they can avoid these long stretches where they play poorly. Now, both teams are very good shooting squads. Carly Thurman is a 47% three-point shooter. Emma Filiatru, this is for the Banshees, is a 38% three-point shooter. Bailey Bishop, 34% three-point shooter. So they have several very good three-point shooters. They have not shot the ball well in this tournament. Even last night, beating Central Hardin, honestly, again, being a Central Hardin fan and parent, if you'd have told me pregame that Central Hardin would make 7 threes and the Banshees would make 1 on the game, I'd say that's a W. Mark it down, write it down. The Lady Bruins are moving on, but that's exactly what happened. Except that the Banshees won the ball game. They played really good defensively, and they were insanely good from the free throw line. They got to the line constantly. They were 33 of 36 from the free throw line. Actually, it was 34 of 36. They made one that didn't count. There was a lane violation. So, you don't see anybody at any level shoot that well from the free throw line. They won that ball game at the free throw line. The Lady Bruins were 11 of 16. They missed their last 2. At one point, they were 11 of 14. And so they shot it well from the free throw stripe also, but just could not keep up with that. Again, getting to the line and converting that many free throws, it was really the difference in the ball game. Obviously, they only made 1 3. They're going to have to make some threes tonight. They've got to be a little better from the three-point line, get a little more comfortable, a little more relaxed, maybe slow down in their shots to be able to make those. They only made 3 in their first-round matchup with LaRue County, who almost knocked them off. So the Banshees have got to shoot a little bit better from the three-point line. Nelson County not great against Elizabethtown from the three-point line, hitting 3 of those. 1 from Macy Runner, 1 from Kaya Grabber, who was a huge 3, and 1 from Shayla Redmond. So the winning team here has got to knock down some shots. Again, that Banshee squad didn't shoot well from the field really at all the other night. They only made 17 field goals on the ball game total. So, again, it was a bit of a cold shooting night. They were cold against LaRue County as well, which is the one reason I feel like this Nelson County squad may have a chance. Again, the Banshees won all 3 games in the regular season. The first one was a 12-point win, 62-50. The next one, 59-38, 21-point victory. And then 65-43, a 22-point victory in the district championship game. There's nothing that would say to us Nelson County can win this ball game. To me, it just looks like Bardstown Bethlehem should win this thing going away. But guys, you just never know. You just never know what'll happen. Whenever you've got Macy Runner on the floor, Shayla Redmond on the floor, Olivia Morris has been the shock because she scored the ball so well in the interior in this tournament. But certainly we have a great matchup, and Nelson County is going to be trying to pull off the upset. We are ready now for the presentation of the flag and the national anthem. We will pause for just a minute here for the playing of the national anthem. We'll be back in just a minute for the starting lineups.
Now, at this time, would you all please stand and please remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. And tonight's anthem is sung by Ms. Janaya Banks.
All right, we are ready now for the, as the flag leaves the floor, we are ready for the starting lineups here for the game. Malachi Mullins will bring us those starting lineups. He's the PA announcer here at North Hardin High School, and we'll get that announcement in just a moment. Again, as I was saying, the Bethlehem Banshees have dominated this matchup through this season. I know many coaches, they just don't like playing a team over and over and over again when they're the winning team. Eventually, it seems like the law of averages, especially when you're playing a good team like Nelson County, that they're going to play a good game eventually against you. They're going to learn along the way. And so I know Coach Clark is concerned going into this matchup. This is going to be tough. It sounds strange, but I think you certainly have better and better opportunities as you go and get to know your opponent. You've got an opportunity to win even more so the more times you play. So starting lineup for the Banshees: number 5, Ashlyn Miles; 13, Carly Thurman; 15, Casey Spalding; 24, Emma Filiatru; and number 33, Bailey Bishop. 33, Bailey Bishop, and 15, Casey Spalding, both seniors in the starting lineup. So they're fired up. Starting lineup for the Lady Cardinals: number 12, Kendall Crawford; number 23, Shayla Redmond; number 33, Macy Runner; number 35, Avery Wilson; and number 25, Olivia Morris. And so the Sweet 16 berth on the line. Crosstown rivalry matchup. I'm sure these teams, a little bit of nervousness, a lot of excitement, but ready to play some basketball. Hopefully we'll enjoy a great ball game start to finish tonight. Just never know. Great crowd here. I was just looking around a minute ago. I think Nelson County may have a few more here in the house, but it's a great crowd all the way around. Philly Atru wins that tip, but it's going to be Wilson. Avery Wilson comes up with it. They'll get it to Macy Runner to start this ball game. We're underway. And it's the 3-2 look. It's a different kind of 3-2 look, as the top of that is Ashlyn Miles, but she'll back down into the paint. She's guarding now in the high post Olivia Morris, who's been so effective in their first 2 ball games. Wilson's got it in the corner. Macy Runner on the wing. Carly Thurman got her hands up in her face. Crossover. Redmond from the corner. She was totally guarded well there. Wow, Morris early. Olivia Morris rebound, put back, 2-0 Lady Cards. Spalding there with it. Gives to Thurman on the drive. Thurman can't get it to go. Rebound to Morris. Runner is a phenomenal player. She's driving up the left side, but Morris has really been the heart and soul of this squad. Almost taken away by Bishop. Great hands there. It's going to stay with the Lady Cardinals. Great hands by Macy Runner, as Bishop had a hold of it, but Runner got it. Redmond's going to bring it in. Bounce, 6:52 to go here. We're a minute in. 3-2 zone look. Long pass. Philly Atru runs out to guard Wilson, and now Macy Runner will reset out front. Number 33, leading scorer for this Lady Card squad. Runner averages 13.5 a ball game. Redmond driving, dishing. That was Kendall Crawford. It's Runner going to try a 3. That's off the mark again. Somebody's going to have to make some shots tonight. We've seen now Runner and Redmond attempt 3-pointers and not get those to go. We had Thurman, a wild shot in the lane on the other end, not able to get that to go. It's 2-0 right now on the Morris putback. Bishop's got it. Going to find Philly Atru. She wants the 3. Good. Emma Philly Atru knocking it down. 3-2 Banshees. Runner's got it, directing traffic. She wants Wilson on the other side with Crawford over there as well. Wilson coming back. They're going to work a little bit of a weave there out front. Not really moving the defense much at this point. Nice job getting it to Wilson in the high post. Now a drive by Redmond. Basket and the foul. Shayla Redmond with the early score. It's going to be number 33. Bailey Bishop called for her first, team's first. Redmond will get to the line to try to complete the 3-point play there. And she'll knock it down, so Redmond's got 3. And 5-3 Lady Cards here early. Thurman's got it. Looks like they've gone to a man look here. Wild shot. Wow, Ashlyn Miles threw that one up in the lane. Gets a good roll. And there's Carly Thurman using her quickness to bat one out of bounds. Carly Thurman so fleet of foot. Does a great job penetrating with the ball, but has done a good job there getting to the ball to knock that one out of bounds. Little warning to the Bethlehem student section there. Runner's got it. Gives it to Kendall Crawford. Ooh, Crawford lost the ball trying to pass it to Runner. Runner picks it up. Again, 3-2 look. Redmond in a short corner there. They get to her. They're going to go high post Wilson. Crawford now 3 on the way. That's off the mark. There's Wilson fighting for the rebound. Has it, goes up. No foul called. Good block there. And there's going to be a foul called going the other way. So that ball, foul called there on 25, Olivia Morris, her first, team's first. Filiatru driving on Morris, gets it to Spalding in the corner. It's 5-5, 4:42 to go. Spalding losing the handle, gets it to Filiatru, going baseline. Great move by the big Emma Filiatru. When she's on, this team can be really difficult. 6'1" and just really tough to handle. Wilson, 3 on the way. That's off the mark. Rebound there, goes to Bishop. Trying to get it up the floor, almost stolen. Wow. Hard foul by Olivia Morris. That's 2 on her early. 4:20 to go. She's got her second foul. That'll bring Kaya Grabber off the bench. And that really hurts. Whoa. It's not Crawford coming out. It's going to be Morris coming out. She's got 2. That really hurts this Lady Cardinal squad. She had 13 points in their win over Elizabethtown the other night. She was a major factor. And now it's number 20, Kaya Grabbert, with a foul, as she just basically tried to run through the screen. You can run through the outside shoulder of a screener. You can't run through the chest of a screener. And the screener, I think it was Thurman, but had set a screen, had her feet set, wasn't moving, but that did not matter. They get into Miles. She's double-teamed right away, and that'll be a turnover as Runners got it, working against Thurman and Miles. Another good move. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful move, but couldn't finish. Runners got it now. Back out to Wilson, who's driving. Grabbert for 3. Oh, it's a 2. That one's off the mark as well. Rebound comes to Thurman. She's pushing it hard up the floor. In the lane, off the glass. Carly Thurman now on the board, 9-5. Banshees with the lead. Redmond working on Thurman here. Thurman knocks it away, but it's going to be a Runner there to pick it up. Back to Runner. Wilson on the wing. Runner's got it. Oh, man, she wanted that 3. Just her and Wilson going back and forth with the pass. As Runner made a great move on that last drive down the lane, but could not convert. Needed that one. Redmond left wide open for 3. That's off the mark. So not shooting the ball well at all. And we've got a held ball. Possession arrow will go to the Banshees. Nine to 5. Bethlehem Banshees up with 3 to go in the first period. Filiatru has out top. It's man-to-man defense. The game changed. Oh, a blocking call called on, looks like Redmond, as Filiatru was getting to the rim. Yeah, that's going to be on Shayla Redmond, her first, team's 4th. It'll send Filiatru to the line. Just so aggressive, this Banshee squad. That's why they got to the line so much against Central Hardin last night. Just super aggressive, trying to get to the basket. Number 2 for the Lady Cardinals, Briley Linton, waiting to check in at the scorer's table. Filiatru knocks down the first. Again, she's a 78% free throw shooter. Morris, who is now on the bench with 2 fouls. 13 points last night. First round game, she had 19. So it's a big loss early to foul trouble. There's Filiatru knocking down the second. She's already got 7 points here. 11 to 5, Banshee lead. Linton's got it. Getting it back to Runner. Runner faking one way. Back to Linton. She's got it. She's going to give it to Linton to reset the offense. And they just keep moving the ball, but not really moving the defense. So it's passing, but passing not with much purpose. There's a good pass in the corner. Good screen set by Grabbert. Another miss from the three-point line. Wow, bodies everywhere. Thurman coming out of there with it. Her second rebound. Block shot by Redmond. Kaya Grabbert going to celebrate with her. She blocked Casey Spalding's shot beautifully. With 2:23 to go, not a whole lot yet to celebrate about for this Cardinal squad, but the fans can get into the game with plays like that. 11 to 5. Banshees in the lead. Carly Thurman to bring the ball inbounds. Spalding cutting to it. Didn't get it to her, but there's Emma Filiatru with it at the elbow. Now out top to Bishop. She's guarded by Macy Runner in the corner. Wow, Filiatru, if it was anybody smaller, they wouldn't have had that. Emma leaping. Linton maybe with a little push off there, but they love the defense on the other side. driving wildly is Bishop. Not going to get that call. Just out of control. They get a lot of calls because of those kinds of drives, but sometimes it's just wildness, and didn't get the call that time. Runner, baseline, so smooth, but can't get it to fall. Not shooting the ball well at all. There's Spalding with another rebound. Ball knocked loose, but Thurman comes up with the loose ball. 1:39 to go. Thurman bringing it up. She's going to cross over, get fouled, driving in the lane. I believe it's number 2, Linton. No. 33. Macy Runner called with her first foul. That's the team's 5th. Bishop checking out. Tessa Miles checking in. They're going to go over the top to Filiatru. That's always a good option. If you're having trouble getting the ball in bounds, throw it high. Filiatru is going to go get it. Spalding looking to go crossover on Redmond, driving, going to the left hand, not even close. It's Wilson with the rebound. Her second. 11-5 is the score. Banshees in front, 1:15 to go. Lady Cardinals have taken 5 3-pointers and missed all of those to this point. Again, I said somebody's got to make some shots, and right now, certainly not them. I believe the Banshees have only taken one and made it as Emma Filiatru knocked down a 3. They're driving into the lane to shoot the basketball. Getting in to grab her. She's going to go back out top to Linton. 48 seconds to go in the first quarter. Linton open, but not going to take it. Drives the lane, makes a nice pass to Runner. Runner, pump fake drive. Oh, what a beautiful crossover. She tries to pass it in the lane, but nobody there. I don't know who that ball was supposed to be to, but very careless with the basketball. Kind of got in the lane, about a double or triple team down there on the baseline. Nothing doing. And again, very aggressive crossover move, and Linton will be called for the foul. 11-5 is the score. 27 seconds to go in the first period. Again, just struggle from the field for the Lady Cardinals. That's exactly what I said, is that inconsistency is just so shocking and stark. And when they play great, they look so good. And then when they go through these dry spells, it is just horrendous for them. They're playing good enough defense to stay in it right now. Wow. Foul on Redmond, and that's Miles, Ashlyn Miles, her second basket of the ball game. Shayla Redmond now has 2 fouls, and the foul disparity, just like it was last night, is just glaring, startling. 7 fouls called on this Lady Cardinal squad, and just 1 called on the Banshee squad. And yeah, that's when you have that kind of disparity. I don't mind certain calls. They can go either way in a lot of cases. It's when the disparity becomes so large that it's a little bit frustrating to watch. So Miles makes the free throw. Again, her team is 3 for 3 right now. Filiatru made 2 earlier. Oh, nice lob over the top. Runner can't get the layup to go. Gets her own rebound, and she'll be fouled by Miles inside. So Miles commits her first. Tessa Miles. Runner couldn't get the original bucket. Really an easy look. Layup from a perfect angle. And again, Nelson County, this happened a little bit against E-Town where they had a stretch where they couldn't make those easy inside looks. Macy Runner's first point of the ball game. As number 4, Nora Kate Simpson will check in for the Lady Cards. Avery Wilson checking out. Runner's second attempt, and that one's good as well. Again, Macy Runner, excellent free throw shooter at 78%. Half-court heave as time expires, and Thurman couldn't get it to go. So it's the Banshees leading 14-7 at the end of the first quarter. Again, I certainly thought that the history of these teams with So some early foul trouble for the Lady Cardinals, and they find themselves down. They've committed 7 team fouls already to 2 for this Bethlehem Banshee squad. This is an HCEC-TV student production division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates. Hey, Dave, you want to look at this really quick? Really quick. We'll get back to our sponsor read here in just a minute. Our scorers table here needing some help with the foul trouble chart here that I'm keeping. Sorry, folks, just a little bit off for a moment there, trying to help the scorers table that's keeping track on the scoreboard of the fouls. We're underway here in the second period. Again, we really appreciate our sponsors. I'll get to that sponsors read. So 14-7 Banshees, and runner from about 25, and it's good. Boy, they needed that one. The Lady Cards, their first three-pointer, 1 of 6. Again, if they can start knocking down those shots, this will be a heck of a ball game. 14-10 now. Thurman driving hard. Oh, great job by Briley Linton. Absolutely held ball. Possession arrow will stay here with the Banshees, as the Lady Cardinals of Nelson County started with the possession for this quarter. So the Banshees will have it here. Oh, good cut by Ashlyn Miles. Starting lineup back on the floor for the Banshees. Ashlyn Miles, Bailey Bishop, Casey Spalding, Carly Thurman, Emma Filiatru. It's a man defense being put on here by the Lady Cards. They were so effective doing that. There's Spalding again. She's going to get fouled. Go to the line. Number 4, Nora Kate Simpson, called for her first. Spalding will shoot a pair. Now again, listen, you can look at it one of two ways. This team the Banshees are playing so aggressively. That's why they're getting to the line. When you push the ball and do such a good job of getting it into the lane, you're certainly going to get these free throw opportunities. The other thing, though, is when you're that wild and out of control, sometimes you can't make that call as officials. When someone's just wildly throwing their body into the lane. There's Spalding knocking down a pair. Their hot free throw shooting continues. 5 of 5 here in the first half of this ball game. Linton's got it on the wing here. Again, 3-2 zone defense being employed. And again, Linton needs to look to drive baseline, because Filiatru is not guarding the baseline on the weak side at all here. Not respecting Linton in the slightest. Linton's got it. Just does not want to try to score the ball. Obviously not her role on this team. Nora Kate Simpson makes a nice move. Can't finish it. Gets her own rebound. They're going to call a foul. I didn't like that one. Of course, there's a big disparity. That's going to be on Filiatru. Her first team's third of the ball game. Again, I don't like the disparity, but that was probably a pretty weak call there. Simpson missed her own shot, got her own rebound, but didn't have an opportunity. There's 3 on the way from Wilson. That's off the mark and going the other way. Thurman ahead of the pack. Layup easy. Carly Thurman's got 4 points. 18-10, Banshees in front. It's that 4-point lead that, again, they cut into the lead, and it was just a 4-point advantage just a minute ago. 2 scores quickly, 2 free throws from Spalding. Easy layup from Thurman in transition. Working on Bishop as grabber. She just pushed her off. But there's Miles with the rebound. Ashlyn Miles, her first rebound of the game. Bishop's now got it to Thurman, who's working it up the floor. Spalding, Filiatru 3 on the way, off the mark. Fighting for it, and there's Nora Kate Simpson. Oh, goodness, she got run over by Bishop. Now stolen back by Runner. Long pass. Kaya Grabber's got it one-on-one there from the baseline. Can't get it to go. Great rebound by Morris, and she's fouled by Filiatru. So Morris back on the floor with 2 fouls. She gets a rebound, makes an impact immediately. In her short time on the floor, she had 2 rebounds already along with 2 points. She'll get to the line there. She'll miss her first. Second is good. So it's good. I'm sure the Lady Cardinals like having Morris back on the floor. They've got Runner, Simpson, Grabbert, Wilson, and Morris on the floor. Great job in their motion offense to find a wide open Bailey Bishop. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Everything is being fought for. Bishop got it. Missed again. Rebound comes to Simpson, her third early here. She'll get it to Runner. Rebound inside, nowhere to go with it for Simpson. She got the rebound, now it's being taken from her. It's going to be a held ball. The possession error will stay with the Lady Cardinals. (18-11). Lady Cards with the ball. Big possession here. Looks like they've gone to a man look, have the Banshees. A little surprising. They lost Simpson in that look. She can't get it to go. Philly Attrue with a rebound. Her first rebound, surprising a bit. Thurman will take the ball to bring it up. But certainly they're doing a good job on the boards. It's about even. Thurman unguarded, way off the mark, as Ashlyn Miles will run it down. Travels with it, trying to get the pass to Bishop there. Took an extra step. Shayla Redmond will check back in with 2 fouls. She'll get Simpson out. So Coach Menifee is realizing here, down 7 with 4:47 to go in the second, he's got to have his top players on the floor. So with 2 fouls, Redmond and Morris will have to play on here. They're going to have to be effective. Grabber's got it, gets it back to Redmond here. Still the 3-2 look. It's not a man look here. Grabber gets it. She puts it on the floor, gets it back to Redmond. Not a lot of openings, but there's one. Macy Runner, three-pointer. She knocks down one. So she's got both three-point shots. Timeout called. 18-14 Banshees. So Macy Runner knocking out a couple of threes. Keep this game close. This is a Hardin County Educational Community Television Student Production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunications needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, and South Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Winding Springs Luxury Living, located in Elizabethtown on Nicholas Street. Now leasing brand new apartments and condos. Also available Black Ranch Self-Storage. For all your storage needs, call 2707-661155 today to make an appointment, or visit WindingSpringsEtown.com and BlackBranchStorage.com. Banshees with possession. 4:20 to go in the second period. Motion offense against this man-to-man look. Spalding driving, going to dish to Tessa Miles. Ashlyn Miles there as she's looking to pump fake and then drive, shuffled the feet. That happens so often on those. Sometimes I'm not sure that it's an actual traveling call, but there it was. So the turnover back to the Cardinals. And again, who's going to make the shots? It's kind of about even right now, but bad pass from Grabbert. That had no chance to get where she intended it, back to Redmond. So Tessa Miles has it. Oh, boy. Carly Redmond does a great job getting that to Casey Spalding. Redmond there. Not sure who they're going to call that foul on. I think on Redmond. That's her third, which is unfortunate there, as it was Spalding and Redmond. Honestly, Spalding threw an elbow as she was trying to get Redmond off of her. The Bethlehem faithful loves it. That's one that could have gone either way. Certainly a lot of pressure put on by Redmond there in the corner. One in the bonus, and of course, Spalding's going to knock it down. So Shayla Redmond right now has 3 fouls. And we got 3:30 to go here in the half. And that one's off the mark, so there's one miss. (19-14) 5-point advantage for the Banshees. Morris has it out top. Again, they're going to work it around this zone, trying to look for spots inside to get it in, maybe for a shot or maybe to draw the defense to dish back outside. Runner, nice catch, thought about the three. She's so smooth at everything she does. They get it in there. Oh, that's what they wanted. Redmond's got it. It's off the mark, and there's Miles with the rebound, and Grabbert called for the foul. Wow. Wasn't much to that foul. That's going to be her second, team's 10th. I believe that's going to send Miles to the line to shoot two. Yeah, I didn't see a whole lot of contact there, but Miles will get two because they are in the double bonus with 3 minutes to go in the half. First one is good, Ashlyn Miles. I don't know where she's going. She made one free throw. You get another one, Ashlyn, as her friends will laugh at her. She'll at some point laugh at herself. She's very happy about that, obviously, knocking that one down. She's 3 for 3 on the ball game at this point from the line. See if she can get another one to go. It's 20-14 with 3 to go in the half. That one's off the mark. 6-point ball game. Runner's got it. She's going to have to do some special stuff to make this thing happen for this Lady Cardinal squad. Knocked away by Spalding. She is such a tough physical player. Great layup from Spalding. She's got 4 points on the ball game. Big turnover there. Runner cutting. Oh, she had Grabbert going down the lane. Did not get it to her. Wilson trying to drive. Gets it to Redmond. Redmond driving. And they're going to call a foul as Redmond was trying to get to the basket. When Redmond lost the ball, she tried to run over Ashlyn Miles. They're calling out on number 2, Tessa Miles. It's her second, team's 5th. They get it to Redmond out top. Wilson standing on the line will knock it down, so that is a 2 for Wilson. Good shot. They needed it. Cuts it to 5 again. 3 inches, and it would have been 3 points. But, again, people sometimes find themselves on the line, and if you're open, you take the shot. Try to find better positioning. Maybe Tessa Miles with it, guarded by Runner. Gets it to Ashlyn Miles, guarded by Grabbert. Again, man-to-man defense from this Nelson County squad. There's Bishop getting in the lane, stolen by Runner there. Great pass to Redmond. Redmond fouled, and the basket! Carly Thurman will be called for her first foul. Team's 6th foul. Great take by Shayla Redmond to get the finish. She's got 5 points and will try to finish off the 3-point play. Kendall Crawford checking in. Olivia Morris will check out. Morris again with 2 fouls. It's, I believe, Linton's going to check in for Redmond, but Redmond misses there. Didn't like something. They're going to call a lane violation, I believe, on Spalding. So Redmond will get another opportunity here from the line. She knocks it down, so Redmond's got 6. 22-19, 3-point ball game, 1:52 to go in the half. It's the Banshees on top of Bardstown Bethlehem, working against full court man-to-man pressure. Spalding, no problem. Again, quick, tough, physical. She's unguarded. She'll go to the lane, goes to the left hand, can't get it to go. Another wild-looking shot from. Ooh, that's a bad call. That should have stayed with the Banshees. I think Kaya Grabbert knocked it out. But the Lady Cardinals will have it as Miles got the rebound. I believe it was Ashlyn Miles. Went back up with it. But that was a wild-looking shot as well. Got to do a little better job with their possessions and the kinds of shots they're taking here. Linton's got it out top. She gets it to Wilson there. Oh, goodness gracious, bad idea. Crawford guarded in front and behind. They tried to get it to her on the post. Couldn't do it. Linton there is going to stay with the Banshees. Linton knocking it away from Thurman. Again, 22-19. We're just under a minute to go in the half. 58 seconds remain. Tessa Miles gets it to Carly Thurman. It's down to 47 seconds. Thurman working on Linton, who's doing a good job defensively. Great stutter step move by Spalding. They're going to call a foul again. That wild-looking shot has no chance to go in, but 35, Avery Wilson's going to be called for her first. I believe that's the 11th foul of the half on the Lady Cardinals. Spalding's going to knock it down. That one's good as well. So Spalding's got 6, 24-19 with 38 seconds to go. And Coach Menifee, honestly, I know he wants to protect Redmond and Morris, but you know, when you're getting close here, you almost need to have your top group on the floor here. It's 24-19, a 5-point ball game. Oh, nice back cut by Wilson. She had an easy one from the box and couldn't get it to go. Thurman dribbles it off of Crawford's foot after the rebound. It'll go over to the Banshees, and there's going to be a timeout called here. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned family-run pest control company. Has been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties in the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. West Point Bank has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, and Glendale, and West Point, or find us online at westpointbank.com. Let us help make life simpler. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple. 16 seconds to go, 5-point Banshee advantage. They've got the ball. They've got to go the length of the court. It'll be a man full court pressure look from the Lady Cards. Great move by Thurman to get the ball. She's going to go full speed by Linton. No problem. Dishes to Miles. Can't get it to go. Rebound Spalding. Spalding gets it, 6 seconds. Runner's got to push it up the floor in a hurry here. She did not know. She lets it fly at the end of the half. She pulled up, didn't know time was about to run out, didn't get a good shot as she pulled up at about the half court line, just over half court. And obviously then when she realized she needed to shoot the basketball, nowhere near knocking that one down. So we go into the half with a 7-point Banshee advantage. They're up 26-19. We'll be back with first half statistics and second half action in about 6 minutes.
Hi, I'm Jarrett Cox with HCEC-TV, and today I'm here with Brandenburg's Don McMahon. Don, how are you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Let's talk about Brandenburg Telecom. You know, you've had a long relationship with us here at HCEC-TV, and you've been in business for over 70 years.
Yes, our headquarters are in Brandenburg, and we have offices in Radcliffe, E-Town, and Hardinsburg. And we've, since the start of our company, we went from dial-up internet all the way to fiber internet. So it's a lot of changes in that time span.
Absolutely. You know, with all the things going on today, the faster internet you can get, the better it is. And I understand that you have a new Wi-Fi system.
We do. We have it's called BBTel Blast Wi-Fi, and what that is, it's a new wireless router. So instead of you going to the store and buying a router and having to set it up yourself and make sure all the settings are right and maintaining that router, we do that for you. We provide that router, and this router is it's a top of the line. It's Wi-Fi 6 compatible. All your new devices, like your phones and iPads, they're Wi-Fi. They have Wi-Fi 6 capabilities, and what Wi-Fi 6 does is there's more connections and there's more speed to those devices. So that relates to less lag time in your home, because nowadays everybody's working from home, even from school, and even a lot of online gaming and streaming. So that Wi-Fi 6 really helps bring everything together where there's no lagging. So.
I know during the pandemic I had to work from home, and And I worked in web administration, so I mean, it was such a big help to have that Wi-Fi speed to be able to do all the work that I needed to do remotely. It's really the backbone. You know, a lot of people don't think about all the stuff that Wi-Fi does.
Yeah, it's very important, especially to have a up-to-date wireless router. I mean, you could have the best internet in the world, but if you have a router set up wrong, or maybe a lower grade, lower quality router, I mean, your internet's only going to be as good as your wireless router. So we have the top of the line, and it'll help everybody.
And speaking of top of the line, we just cannot thank you all enough for all the support you give us. It's top of the line, and we would not be able to do all the live sports coverage that we do without your help.
Well, we enjoy it. We invest a lot in the community, not only in fiber technology, but we invest in the people in the community. And I think, when we do that, it makes everybody stronger, and, we're locally owned and operated, so we're here to stay.
Wi-Fi is just so important these days. People don't realize how important that is in a home.
One of our important features for BBTL Blast Wi-Fi is it comes with an app on your phone. So when you get that wireless service, you can download an app and you can pause any device in your house. So if your kids are upstairs and they're supposed to be doing their homework and they're on their phone, you can touch a button and it would shut that Wi-Fi off to that device so they couldn't get to it. It also helps monitor your network from your home or business. You can cut off any device, and then you can do speed tests. You can set parental controls, and what that is you can set time limits on Wi-Fi access to your devices. So between 5 and 6, every Wi-Fi device would be shut off, and then after 6, it would turn automatically back on. So that's a neat feature, and especially these days, you need to keep an eye, on kids and their interaction with the internet. So it is a handy feature to have.
It really is important. I think about how I have a young nephew that's about to turn 3 this year, and I think about how my sister is going to try to navigate trying to keep him safe in this digital age.
Yeah, you got to keep a close eye on him, so this app definitely helps you do that.
And speaking of the digital age, you have a new e-billing app.
We do. Everybody has one these days, and we just got ours. So you can download the e-bill app, and it lets you pay your bill online, of course. But you can also go back and look at your previous bills. You can manage multiple accounts. So if you have a home and business, you can go back anytime and see your past invoices. And it's just a pretty handy feature to have.
So it's been a while since we've had you in studio. What are the future plans for Hardin County?
We've been building fiber in Hardin County for a couple of years now, and our focus is going to remain on Hardin County. Some recent areas we've been into lately is Rineyville and Cecilia areas, those surrounding areas. So, eventually our goal is to build out all of Hardin County. Hardin County is a big county, so it's going to take us a little while to get to everybody. I know everybody wants it, and fiber is so important, for everything we do in these days. So we will be eventually, but it's going to take some time.
People just don't understand how big Hardin County is. Somebody that doesn't live here, it just astounds me about how big it is.
Yeah, we cover Meade, Breck, and Hardin is by far the biggest county we serve.
Well, thank you again for everything you do for HCEC-TV. We would not be able to provide the live sports coverage that we do without you.
We're glad to do it. Thank you.
I am Kyler Barkley. I am with the Media Arts program in HCEC-TV. I am a third-year student, and today I am interviewing one of our longtime sponsors, President of West Point Bank, Josh Hubbard. Josh, tell us a little bit about West Point Bank and its history.
Yes, so West Point Bank was purchased by First Breckenridge Bank shares in the early 1980s. We were one facility there in West Point, and we've expanded from West Point into Upton, Glendale, Radcliffe, and Elizabethtown. So we have 5 locations throughout Hardin County, owned by First Breckenridge Bank shares, which owns several other banks throughout the Central Kentucky region. But West Point Bank is in Hardin County with one location in Upton, which is actually in LaRue County, but 4 branches in Hardin County and 1 in LaRue County.
Could you tell us a little bit about services offered new and old?
Absolutely. So West Point Bank is a full-service bank. We provide free checking accounts, savings accounts, certificates of deposit, IRAs. We also make loans for just about anything. 1 to 4 family, primary residence loans, farm loans, agricultural loans, multifamily, automobile loans, you name it, we can pretty much do it when it comes to banking. So we obviously, like I said, are a full-service bank.
Is there any specific areas of involvement in your community that the bank makes?
Yes, so we really strive to serve the communities that we operate in, primarily all of Hardin and the surrounding counties. We pride ourselves in our employees living, working, going to church in the communities that our banks are located in. So whether it be participating with HCEC-TV, doing the sports coverage, the Heartland Parade, West Point River Days, Glendale Spring Fest, Upton Days, just the Hooray for Heroes or the Radcliffe Mayor's Breakfast, whatever that may be, we really strive to be involved and give back to the communities that we serve.
So you were talking about community involvement and HCEC-TV sport coverage. Is there anything, like, are you passionate about covering sports?
Absolutely. So we've been a longtime sponsor of this programming. When I grew up in high school, when I was growing up in high school, I obviously played high school sports. My son plays high school sports. A lot of the employees who work for me, their children play high school sports. And I just think that sports are great for children of all ages. It teaches them a lot of things. One, how to be a good teammate. You need to be a good teammate in order to be a good employee. It teaches them accountability. It teaches them work ethic. I think it teaches them how to win and how to lose. You know, life can be hard. There's going to be ups and downs, and winning a game, losing a game, winning as a team, losing as a team. I think it just gives valuable insight to just life in general by playing sports.
I completely agree and understand, and we appreciate your sponsorship. Now, is there any other extra information you would like to let the viewing audience know?
Just in general, West Point Bank, like I said, we strive to provide the best possible customer service that we can provide. We are extremely enthusiastic about the communities that we serve, the citizens in those communities, and we would really like to be your bank and to establish a relationship with you if we don't have one, and if we do have a relationship with you, to just further expand upon that relationship. We are, again, strive to provide the absolute best customer service and just, are just thrilled to be a part of the community that we serve.
How can people get additional information about your bank? Do you have any sort of contact?
Yes, so we obviously, as I said earlier, we have 4 locations in Hardin County and 1 in LaRue County. So West Point, Radcliffe, Elizabethtown, Glendale, and Upton. You can follow us on Facebook. You can like our Facebook page. You can also visit us at westpointbank.com.
All right. Thank you again for your continued support. We wouldn't be able to do it without your support. Again, we appreciate you, and let's have a good season.
It's time to meet another of our wonderful sponsors with HCEC-TV and Brandenburg Telecom's live sports coverage. Today we are joined by Whitney Ballou. She is a physical therapist at Physical Therapy Associates, which has been with us for many, many years, almost practically from the very beginning. And without their support, we could not do what we do in regards to our live sports coverage. Whitney, we are 6 feet apart, so we're going to remove our masks so you can hear us a little bit better and see our happy faces.
That's right.
So, Whitney, tell us about the history of Physical Therapy Associates.
I have been with the company for almost 5 years now. Guy Wallace, who is very well known in the community, started the company in 2002. We are up to 6 clinics now. Our clinic that we are in now in the Elizabethtown location has actually continued to grow. We add on and then we add on a little bit more. So growth is a good thing, especially with the economy the way that it is these days. it has grown, not just employee-wise, obviously patient-wise, just the way that we use the building for a lot of the local sports, both school-related and the extracurriculars that people participate in. And the building is constantly in use with the turf that we have now too. So
right, that's awesome. The turf really provides well, it gives you extra space and gets you to do what you need to do. What types of services do you provide?
So we provide the obvious, the orthopedic related, the surgicals, those that are not surgical as well, just your general injury for the athletes that I know that you and I have specifically discussed. We treat a lot of neurological conditions from vertigo to dizziness, balance type issues. We work on a lot of gait with patients. Our turf provides a great area for us to do those types of things. We provide traction, dry needling, A-stem, which is just an instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization. We have a lot of services and a lot of different certifications within our licensed individuals that can provide a pretty good variety of treatments for our patients.
And with diabetic patients, there's some procedures that you provide too?
Neuropathy is something that we see quite a bit of. There is an anodyne treatment that we use with some of those patients. And then again, as far as the gait side that it's related to a lot of those neuro problems, we use a lot of our turf for that as well.
COVID-19 has probably affected your business, so
Yes.
talk about what's been going on with COVID-19.
So all of physical therapy across the board was shut down for roughly a week, a little bit less than that, just depending on what area you were in. They deemed us as non-essential to start. And then a lot of people went to bat for us, thankfully, saying that we are essential, which we definitely feel that we are. We were cut down to our caseload with just those urgent and emergent cases, which would be your surgical patients who needed to come to us so that they didn't end up worse than they were prior to surgery, fractures, really bad injuries that needed quick, if we didn't get to them quick, that they were going to be in a lot worse shape than they were off. So it cut us down quite a bit. We cut our caseload by probably 80%. We've slowly built that back up, so we're getting close to more what we would consider normal, but we can see a little bit of everything now, so we're thankful to be kind of free reign with everybody again.
Well, and in regards to delivery of service, I'm sure that you all have always taken protective,
Absolutely.
Whatever type of protection you need in terms of keeping both you and the patient safe and things. In regards to athletics, high school athletics, you used to think, oh, those high school athletes, those middle school athletes, even elementary school athletes, they're young, their bones heal, their muscles heal. How many of those patients do you see on a regular basis?
They do heal much quicker, but yes, they do still get hurt. That has actually gone down in number as well. The sports were cut back there for a while. People weren't getting out, so people weren't doing as much as they were prior to all this COVID stuff that occurred. And our caseload's getting back up to normal with that. Our kids make up, probably anywhere 25 to 50% of our caseload, just depending on the given time frame, sports seasons that we're in and things like that. It's definitely increased since the school sports have been allowed to play. I was not going to be surprised if we saw more, just because they weren't getting the time to practice and do things before they were playing games. But thankfully we haven't seen a whole lot of injuries, which is good for bad for business, but definitely good for the individual, and that's what we care about the most.
Awesome.
Yes.
You are a former high school athlete at Central Hardin High School.
Yes.
Just briefly talk about those years.
The glory days, as I like to call them. I played soccer and basketball both. I wouldn't trade those years for the world. I had very good coaches, very good teammates, and I just kept saying, I was telling patients and employers or our coworkers that I wouldn't trade those days for the world. So I can't imagine what some of these kids have gone through that haven't been able to play. They've missed out on not just senior years, but any year of high school, any year of middle school that you can't play those sports. That keeps so many kids not just out of trouble, but keeps them in shape, keeps the mental aspect of their lives in check too, which is so important. And I'm glad that they've been able to participate in a lot of those things now. I know there's still restrictions with it, but those are days that I wouldn't take away from my life, and I know that those kids wouldn't either. So I'm glad to see that they're back in session with a lot of that.
And with your sponsorship, we're able to bring live coverage to those that can't attend the sporting events because we're limited in number.
Correct.
They can watch that event at home, and
Right.
they can stream it, and they can share it, and so that's a huge benefit. When you were an athlete, did you notice HCEC-TV?
Oh yes, I did, absolutely. And that's such a good privilege for them, especially with having limited tickets. I come from a very large family, which we were just talking about. So thinking about my parents, my aunts and uncles that came to games, or even just friends, you've got so many classmates that you hope can be there. Again, that's part of the glory days, as I call them. Your friends going and cheering you on. And so for them to at least be able to watch it and talk to the players about how they did, know what a great catch or what a great shot, those mean a lot to those players. So it's great that you all are able to provide that service.
Great, and it does give them a little bit of extra exposure.
Absolutely.
To the broader audience and things.
Absolutely.
Maybe a coach from a Division I or Division II might
Exactly.
check you out. So what about your commitment to the community? PTA is very involved. What are some of those things that you all really enjoy participating in?
So sponsorship is something that Guy Wallace is big on too. There's a lot of different recreational leagues that he's a part of from all of his kids that participate, but the marketing aspect, there's a lot that they're involved in with that as well. Our athletes are, I say, some of our prized possessions, but it's really great to be able to work with them, just to be able to see them get back on the field. Working with any patient is excellent, but when we can get our athletes specifically back to a school setting, whether it's just going to class because they can get off their crutches or get out of their wheelchair or get back on the field or court, it's great that we're able to play such a big role in that for them.
Awesome.
Yes.
For individuals that would like to contact physical therapy associates, what can they do?
They can call our office at 270-234-1569. We're open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday, so they can get in contact with us for that. We also rent out our turf. Well, we did pre-COVID, but we've got 5,400 square feet of turf facility that we also use for some of those recreational activities that hopefully once we get a little bit lifted on our restrictions that we're able to start incorporating that again as well.
Okay. And that turf application is really important. What I said it just gives you a wide open space, but what kinds of things take place in there?
It is great for our ACL patients specifically. We have them doing some very high-level activities, some running, jogging, sprinting, a lot of agility-type activities with ladders and hurdles. It's great for our neuro patients where we're doing gait and balance stuff, just trying to walk laps, working on getting from a walker to a cane, just being able to have that space where people can open up without feeling scared because we're too close to other tables or other patients and things like that. It's been great as far as COVID goes because the 6-foot rule has not been a problem. We are very spaced out, probably 20 feet between each table, which has been very nice. We actually added onto the turf initially, and then that didn't seem big enough, so we actually added on again. So we can also do throwing programs. We have the distance to be able to do those types of things. For our baseball and softball players, football players, of course, it's set up like an actual football field. We have the yards marked out, and it's nice to be able to work with that with them too.
I would say that physical therapy is one of those areas that has exploded in the last even decade.
Right.
When I was very young, you never heard, really, I didn't know of anyone that ever had gone through physical therapy. But now physical therapy extends to even the mindset and the emotional. So can you address that? Why do you think that has occurred?
Pain is perception. Everybody perceives it differently. Of course, pain tolerance is different across the board, but if you hurt, it absolutely changes your entire mental state. So our physical abilities will absolutely address our mental abilities throughout daily life, from work to just waking up in the mornings. I actually I wasn't super familiar with PT myself, even growing up around sports and, teammates tearing ACLs and spraining ankles and things like that. I went to school actually to be a dentist to start, so I thankfully had some great mentors that led me to PT with my background and my love for the body, the anatomy, and all of that stuff that I loved class-wise. But pain is perception, so it has just continued to grow. People realize how much of a benefit it is for maintenance in some cases, but most of all prevention. A lot of our athletes that we've talked about, prevention of those injuries, if we can stop it, especially with a lot of the sport isolation, people doing just 1 or 2 sports focused on that. Us growing up, like I said, I played 3 or 4 growing up, so that's kind of changed a little bit. People are tending to specialize, which is totally fine, but it will sometimes cause some more injuries.
And that specialization may cause one injury over and over again.
Correct, like we had also discussed. Yes, exactly. So we are continuing to grow, maybe because of that as far as the athletes go, but pain is perception, and I think that the more that we are able to get that out there and people realize how good it can be just for an everyday life, not just returning to sport or returning to work, I think the more that it gets out there, you tell your friend, and then everybody's like, oh, it can help a lot more than we think.
Well, I appreciate Guy Wallace, and I appreciate Physical Therapy Associates, and Whitney, I appreciate all that PTA offers this community, and it's really, it's been phenomenal. And you're in a couple of different counties now too, correct?
Yes. And same to you all, by the way, for what you all do for the county. Yes, so we have the Elizabethtown Clinic, but then we also have Ratcliffe, we have Meade County, Hodgenville, Bardstown, and then a Louisville, South Louisville clinic as well.
Right, so easily acceptable for anywhere you need to go,
right.
Contact PTA, and it's pretty easy to get a recommendation also.
Absolutely. We are actually a direct access state, so you can go to physical therapy without a doctor's order. Now, insurance would depend on some of those cases, but it's really easy to get physical therapy. All you got to do is call us.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you again, Whitney, for joining us, and thank you for joining us at home. We appreciate all of our sponsors on HCEC-TV for our live sports coverage. And without Physical Therapy Associates, please support them. We could not do what we do to bring these wonderful athletes into your home on a regular basis. Hello, I'm Gina Ryan, Director of Hardin County Educational and Community Television, and today we are talking with one of our longtime sponsors, Mark Harris Construction. He has been with us from the very beginning, his organization, and through the years it's with apartments and renovations and real estate, of course, and now we are joined by Regina Johnson, who is the property management for two of the items that we're promoting with Mark Harris Construction. Regina, tell us first, our audience, a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been a property manager for about 15 years, and so they stole me when they started building these two properties. So
that's probably a very good. So she said stole, so that you are a high priority.
Yes.
In terms of getting you on board. The two properties we want to discuss is the Black Branch Storage first. So tell us about that.
So there's 339 units. We have climate control units, big, small, all different sizes, so you can store just about anything.
Can you pay by the month or annual or 6 months?
It's monthly, yeah, and it's gated, so everything is secure. There's an on-site kiosk where you can lease on site. There's no manager on site or anything like that. You can also lease online.
Well, that's really good with COVID running around
and
everything like that. So how long would it take to get a storage facility at that location?
In just a matter of minutes. You can just go to the kiosk, or you can go to blackbranchstorage.com and lease straight online.
Okay. And are those, I'm assuming that those fill up relatively quickly. A lot of people are needing those.
Yes.
So for those that may not be familiar with what goes into storage units, what are some of those items that people might put in storage?
Most people, they store, if they're moving from if they sold a home and getting a new one, they'll just use it for a few months, to store their household items. A lot of people store things that are just in their garage that they need to get out of the way. We have some who store old cars. And I mean, just about anything.
So I was going to say, it becomes, like you said, a perfect storage place.
Yes.
And rates are in the range, are in a comfortable range?
Yes, they're very competitive.
Okay, wonderful.
For sure.
And then another exciting part of Mark Harris Construction and Organization is the Winding Springs Apartments.
Yes.
Now, tell us where those are located.
They are on Nicholas Street, close to downtown, close to Highway 62, close to everything.
Okay, and what type of apartments in regards to bedrooms, things like that are available?
These are all 2-bedroom, 2-bath luxury apartments. All the finishes are very modern and chic. It's going to be a gated community. We're very excited about it. We have one building open so far, and our next building will be open sometime in October.
Well, and if you've been down Highway 62 and you look over that area, they look amazing.
Yes, they're gorgeous.
And what types of amenities are available for those that will be living there?
We have a clubhouse. It's a huge clubhouse. We have one side for the office and one side for just the residents, tailored to our residents. We have a pool, and it's going to be gated, so we're going to be the only gated community in town. We're going to have a dog park, several other amenities.
That sounds fun. Now, are they fully furnished, or can individuals make them their own?
Both. We can have furnished apartments. We do a lot of corporate apartments for local places here in town. And then you can, of course, bring your own stuff.
Great. And how do people get additional information about leasing those apartments?
So you can go to WindingSpringsEtown.com, or you can call 270-766-1155.
And is that process, does it take very long to do?
No, not at all. I'm very quick at responding.
And are they monthly or biannual?
The
yearly?
typical lease is a year. We will do shorter term leases, especially with corporate apartments.
Oh, so there are corporate apartments?
Yes.
Okay, so what might be that added incentive for a corporate apartment?
It's cheaper than a hotel, and you have more room. You have a kitchen, it's like home.
As I mentioned at the beginning, Mark Harris has been one of our very beginning sponsors, committed to what we do with HCEC-TV. And without that investment, we would not be able to carry the live local high school sports that we do. Right. And we do close to 80 a year. And it goes back to when Mark was an athlete in this local community, and his children were athletes in this community, and he is really committed to helping with that. So being a member of that organization, what would you like to add about that?
Well, I think that the owners, they're locally owned. They've been in this community for a very long time. They're committed to the community. They're committed to the surroundings, and they love to give back.
Well, Mark Harris Construction is definitely the embodiment of being active and involved in your community and supporting those around you. And we always appreciate all of those supporters and our sponsors. And again, without them, we couldn't do what we do.
Absolutely.
So, Regina, for our audience, just to remind them again, and if you didn't catch that, it's Regina and Gina. The Regina and Gina show today. How can people get in touch with you as property manager?
The best way is probably by phone, 270-766-1155, or email. It's regina@WindingSpringsEtown.com.
Okay, thank you, and wish you all a great leasing season, and also in filling up all those storage facilities and everything.
Yes, for sure.
So thank you for joining us, Regina. And thank you for watching our HCEC-TV, Brandenburg Telecom, live sports coverage. Hello, I'm Regina Ryan, and I'm the Director of Hardin County Educational and Community Television. And joining me today is one of our longtime sponsors, Sean Rich with eTownExterminating.com. Sean, you all have been with us since the beginning, and without your support, we couldn't do what we do. Can you tell us about the company and when it got started and the background of how it got started?
Well, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you for this opportunity. We love to be able to be in this position where we can support Hardin County Educational Channel with all the athletic sports that we can. We feel like it's very important to do that. As far as our company, we are actually celebrating our 45th year this year, as of this month. And we're really excited about that. But as far as the company, we are a full-service exterminating company. We take care of termites, general pest control. We take care of from bed bugs to spiders to, like I said, termites to mice, whatever pest control that you need.
And how many employees do you have?
Currently, we have around 36 employees.
For those who haven't used your company before, what should they expect?
Well, we do, far as general pest control, we do a monthly service, and we will come to your house and service the house, but we do a lot of exterior service, but we also go on the inside of the house.
Your services are available for both taking care of what happens inside your home and outside your home. So in regards to a client reaching out to you, what should they expect when they come to do some service inside the home for termite control, a roach issue, bed bugs, all the things that happen within the house? What should they expect?
When a technician comes to the house, they will inspect and they'll assess what needs to be done. Everything that will be done will be told to the customer prior to the treatment. We do have protocols in place with everything going on with COVID right now. We will wear a mask, we'll wear gloves, we'll sanitize our tanks, our hands, everything. So we make it as safe as possible for our technician and for the customer.
And exterior is wise.
Yes, we do a lot of service on the exterior. When we assess the property, we'll see where insects are coming into the building. We will make treatments on the outside, but also we'll make recommendations to those customers. If there's something needs to be sealed or caulked, or a door jammed, or a sweep on a door needs to be fixed, then we'll tell the customer about that.
Now, besides that one-time service, it's really important to do monthly.
Yes, we have a monthly service. What we do is we assign that customer with a regular technician. Majority of our technicians have been with us for years, so you'll have the same person each time. But they'll give you a call the night before, set up a time for an appointment. They'll come out, they'll service. If you have any problems in between services, all you have to do is give our office a call, or we give the customer's direct line to their technician. They can call them, they'll come back out, and they'll take care of it with no extra charge.
Now, I know you're located in Hardin County, but where else do you service?
Well, we service all the surrounding counties, Meade, Nelson, Breck, Taylor, LaRue. We service about 9 different counties.
So, not that anybody wants insects in their home, but what are the most popular insect that you deal with?
We deal with, on a regular basis, spiders, ants, cockroaches, bed bugs, and mice.
Oh gosh.
And then we have a lot of seasonal insects. Ants during the summer, we have a lot more because of the rain. And then during the spring, or during the fall time of the year, we get a lot of calls like on crickets in houses. During the winter, we get a lot of calls for spiders and also for mice or rodents.
And so, and you can help out with any of those types of insects and things?
Yes, with doing general maintenance, we can get it where you're not seeing anything.
Okay. I'm assuming annually there might be rise and falls of little critters or insects that might be a little bit more aggressive than before. Is that something that's common year to year?
Yes, I mean, we usually have one insect that will pop out each year, but generally right now that we have had probably more of an uptick right now are bed bugs, and we can take care of them. But it's a lot of prep work for the customers and for us.
I was going to say, anytime you get an infestation, it does take a little bit of time, correct?
Yes, one treatment for a heavy infestation will not take care of it.
Right. You were an athlete in high school. What sports did you participate in?
I played basketball. I ran cross country and ran track.
And your children, I know that they've also been very active.
Yes, I had a daughter that graduated in Elizabethtown in 2016. She was a swimmer. A daughter that graduated in 2019. She was a soccer player. And I have a son right now that's a junior at E-Town. He's playing basketball and soccer.
Wonderful. And want to congratulate your oldest daughter is a nurse. She's on the front lines.
Yes, she just graduated from University of Kentucky this past spring. She accepted a position at Vanderbilt University Hospital, and so she's down there right now working there at Vanderbilt.
I was going to say, on the front lines, those first responders.
Yes, we're very proud of her. She's taken on a task, and we're glad that she's in that position right now.
Yeah, and it means so much to those that she's taking care of, and so that's phenomenal. Your middle daughter is going to become the next generation of E-Town Exterminator.
Yes, my daughter Abby, last year she told us that she wanted to come back into the company, and so this year she's been working this summer, working with a lot of my supervisors, learning how to sell. She's been working with me a lot on the management side of it and financial, and we're going to bring her up into the company, and so we're really excited about that.
I was going to say, it must have been a proud moment when she said she wanted to continue in that role.
Yes, and I always said that Abby was my dad made over. So it's exciting to see her to, when I came up into the company, my dad always said that I was going to bring it up to the next level. Now I look at Abby, and I believe she's going to bring it up to the next level for me.
That's wonderful. Now, people that would like to get in touch, what do they do?
Well, they can call us. Our phone number is 270-737-6900, or our website is www.muggabug.com. That's muggabug.com.
Amazing. And really, the nice thing about it is you get to talk to a real person.
Yes, we have 4 wonderful administrative assistants in our office, and they will talk to you live.
It really makes a lot of difference. And you're in the communities that you serve. You really give back to that community. And why is that important to you?
Well, as a family-owned company here in the community, and as a product of this community, I feel like to reinvest into the things like this in sports, athletics, or a lot of other programs that we invest into with the Hardin County school system and with the Elizabethtown Independent School System, that we can give opportunities to these kids that normally they wouldn't have money or the advantages of doing that. And as an athlete, I always look at giving back to these type of programs, because not only are they competing, but they're generating friends, and longtime friends for years to come, and that's what's more important than anything is getting these bonds. And I look back, I still have great friends that I played basketball with, or I ran cross country or track with, and they're probably some of my closest friends. So that's the reason. That's the big reason why I like giving back to these programs. Just give them opportunities to be part of something.
Well, and developing those relationships, from assigning a specific technician to a resident to taking care of those relationships that you've established in the community. It's really what it's all about. Well, thank you, Sean, for being such a wonderful sponsor for HCEC-TV and Brandenburg Telecom's Live Channel 1 Sports. Without that support, we couldn't do what we do. And I just really appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much for this opportunity.
Well, now it's time to get back to our live sports coverage. So we're looking forward to seeing those athletes in action from all of our area schools.
Well, I'm Jarrett Cox with HCEC-TV, and today we're very happy to have Colby Gibson from Waddell's Auto Scrap Metal Recycling. How are you doing?
Thanks for having us. Doing good.
Can you tell me a little bit about your business?
Yeah, we're here in E-Town on 311 Steel Drive. We've been family owned and operated for 53 years. We provide all types of recycling for people, everything from washers, dryers, to cars, bulldozers, semi-trucks. Pretty much if it's metal, we can take it. So.
When I come up on the Kentucky Parkway on my way to work, I see a billboard for Waddell's with several lovely kids on it. Are they yours?
Yeah, the 2 girls are mine, and the boys are my nephews, so they were a good model for the billboard.
I mean, it definitely shows that you're family owned and operated.
Yeah, family owned and operated, and we all live here in Hardin County, and that's kind of like we like to put money back in the community and do stuff like that. So.
And we really thank you for supporting HCEC-TV. So what are some of the more unconventional things that you scrap?
Some of the larger stuff, that some people won't take. There's some yards that will not take. They don't have a way to handle bulldozers, unload bulldozers. We do industrial accounts, so we've got a roll-off service. We can set roll-off boxes to haul away the metal, but we can do anything from, something like I said, as small as a washer to we've picked up 60,000-pound pieces of scrap before for these factories here in town. And we like E-Town, but we will go anywhere. We've got accounts in Louisville, Western Kentucky, and stuff like that. So, and we also offer, like I said, low boy service. Pretty much anything you've got, we can get it picked up for you.
And that's so important because Kentucky is such a vast state, and having a family-owned and operated business that'll come and scrap your stuff is just so important.
Yeah, it makes it nice. There's a lot of people that have broken down vehicles that just don't have a way to get them to us. We've got a rollback for that, so all they got to do is call the office, and for a small fee, we'll go pick it up, and they'll get paid for it and make some money for it, make it real easy for them.
So one thing I didn't know that you all did is you sell parts from vehicles.
Yep. So we keep it rotates the cars. We'll rotate them in and out when they get parted out too much. I mean, we've had as many as 1,000. We try to keep 500 to 1,000 just to have parts for people. At this day and age, as expensive as everything's getting, it's nice to be able to go buy a used part and save some money. So
you're telling me the next time that a deer attacks my car, I'll be able to go to your...
Yep. Hopefully we'll be able to have everything, and if not, we can look it up and find it for you.
So one thing also that I didn't know is you all recycle things like washers and dryers and refrigerators.
Yep, pretty much anything that's metal we take, and it's not just steel items. We take aluminum cans, batteries, copper, all that type of non-ferrous metal as well.
So I know that you're based in Elizabethtown. How long have you been in the area?
As far as in E-Town, it would go back to the early 2000s. But they've been in business for, like I said, 53 years. So did a lot of mobile car crushing back then. So it's just, but kind of got our roots here close to home now, and that's where we'd like to stay.
And it's so important once you get grounded in a place to want to stay. And we really appreciate you supporting this local TV station and the local school kids by providing the live sports coverage and all the other things that your contribution helps us do. So thank you very much.
All right, we're proud to. Thanks.
Welcome back to Ron Bever's Gymnasium. We're in Radcliffe, Kentucky on the campus of North Hardin High School. It's the 5th Region Girls Basketball Tournament Final. An opportunity for one of these teams to get to the Sweet 16, kind of the dream destination for all young men and young women who love basketball in the state of Kentucky. They want to play on the hardwood at Rupp Arena, or as it does sometimes occur, Diddle Arena at Western Kentucky University. A great opportunity for our young athletes to showcase themselves at the very highest level. And so right now it's a 7-point Banshee lead, 26-19. Again, I talked about somebody's going to have to make some shots. Right now, I don't know if that really fits for either squad. So right now, the Banshees 1 of 5 from three-point range. The Nelson County Lady Cards 2 of 9 from three-point range. So struggling a little bit. So some first half statistics. Emma Filiatru with 7. Carly Thurman 4. Casey Spalding 8. Ashlyn Miles 7. For the Lady Cards, Macy Runner with 7. Ava Wilson 2. Shayla Redmond 6. Olivia Morris 3. And again, just scoring 19 points in the first half. Tough 3-2 defense played by this Banshee squad. They're doing a great job inside, not letting anything be easy. And to this point, the Lady Cards not able to knock down the three-point shot at a high enough percentage. Certainly Runner has knocked down a pair. Nobody else has been able to knock down the shot from the perimeter for that squad. Now, again, as it was last night in the Banshees ball game with the Lady Bruins, free throw shooting is, to me, one of the big stories. You know, the Lady Cardinals are shooting it well, just not getting there as often. 4 of 5 from the line are the Lady Cardinals. But again, the Bethlehem Banshees, 9 of 11 from the free throw stripe. It really is, again, the difference in the ball game. It's 5-point difference there, and it's a 7-point ball game. So this Banshee squad getting to the line because of their aggressive attacking style with Thurman, especially Spalding. She's getting the line a ton. She's been there for a couple trips, made all 4 of her free throws, I believe. There have been 2 misses. I'm not 100% sure where those came. I believe Miles missed 1. May have been Spalding that missed the other, but certainly that disparity in fouls and in getting to the line is the difference. Now, again, if you're a Nelson County Lady Cardinal fan, you're saying the referees have got to get themselves together and call a more even ball game. Or, on the other side, you say, when you're that aggressive and that strong and that physical, you get the benefit of that, and that is getting to the free throw line. So maybe this Lady Card squad, if they're a little more aggressive trying to get it in the interior, they'll get those trips to the line. And we're about ready to start action. Thurmond, Ashlyn Miles, Bailey Bishop, Emma Filiatru, Casey Spalding for this Banshee squad. On the other side, Lady Cards, Macy Runner. She's guarding Bailey Bishop right now. Nice stop-and-go move. Olivia Morris on the floor with 3 fouls, being really aggressive. They're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Lady Cardinals. But again, it's Morris, Runner, Kendall Crawford, Shayla Redmond, and Avery Wilson on the floor. Morris has it. Again, this little motion offense out top against the zone defense. The zone is just watching them run back and forth. I'm not real sure it's getting them into their offense, I guess. Making the other team, you want to make the defense, you want to make the zone move. The more the zone has to move, the more holes there become in the zone. If the zone can just be set, there's no lanes for penetration. So they're trying to make a move. You got to get it in the middle of the zone. Goods. Ooh, what? Shayla Redmond called for a walk along the baseline. I thought they were going to say she stepped out or something, but they're going to call a traveling violation there. So Thurman bringing it back up, 26-19. Thurman gets inside, dishes to Filiatru. She loves going to that left hand and driving there. Beautiful move against Morris. She did that twice against the Lady Bruins last night, scoring and getting to the line on those 2 left-hand drives from that right corner. So that's something she really likes to do and is very good at. Double screen out top, really not doing anything. I think Runner was expecting a cut from Redmond from the opposite side. Here she comes, a little late. Wilson's going to fire the 3 and miss. Spalding with the rebound. Bishop's got it driving. Filiatru open for 3 from the baseline. Can't get that one to go. Redmond high up to get it. They're going to call a foul on Miles. Redmond had the rebound. Macy Runner's got the basketball, bringing it up the floor. 28-19. It's a 9-point advantage here early. Again, the Lady Cardinals need to make a move here soon. Cannot continue to lose ground. They came back against E-Town last night. Just don't see that happening against this Banshee squad, especially with the history of what's gone on this year. Thurman saw that pass coming. She's got it the other way. Oh, what a beautiful hustle move by Macy Runner to get back and knock that ball free. Just so precious and cute, the young lady they've got down there at the end cheering with the cheerleading squad for Bethlehem. Yeah, one of the cheerleaders is moving her to the side. Yes, get her out from behind the basket. She about got run over in that circumstance there. That would be tragic. You need to get her somewhere else. Filiatru catches the ball, high lob on the inbounds from the baseline. They're going to call the foul. I believe it's on 35, Wilson. They're going to call it on runner. Filiatru's first off the mark. Again, Emma Filiatru is a 78% free throw shooter. She misses a pair, but it's Ashlyn Miles with the rebound as Grabbert did not box out. So good job by Miles going and running down that rebound. Thurman trying to get the baseline. They're going to call Briley Hinton for having her hands on her, kind of pushing her, trying to ride her out of bounds. I don't know that she needed to do that because I think Thurman was going to run out of real estate there. Thurman's going to bring the ball in bounds here. Screens being set outside. Spalding is open. She finds Miles, who's going to drive. Miles just lost the ball, but there's Bishop to come up with the oh, that was way off. Oh, I don't know how Carly Thurman made that because it looked like it had been blocked almost by Linton. But Thurman knocks down the three. Big shot, now a big lead, 31-19. It's a 12-point advantage. Linton, who's been left open all game, going to let it fly. Can't get it to go. It's knocked loose, but Thurman's going to run it down. She's so much faster than everybody else. Can't get it to go. They're going to call a foul on Linton, and Thurman's going to get to the line. So the ball was batted out deep. It looked like she and Linton were about at the same spot, but wow, the acceleration and speed of Carly Thurman there in a hurry. Man, that track coach needs to get a hold of Carly Thurman. She ought to be running with the track team. I think she'd be pretty good. Kaya Grabbert going to check out. Redmond going to check back in. She's got 3 fouls, but this thing's almost out of hand. A little short there from Thurman. Not quite shooting the free throws as well as they were last night. They were off to a good start, 9 for 11 first half. They're 1 for 4 here. Oh, great take by Shayla Redmond. She draws the foul. 33, Bailey Bishop called for the foul. Her first team's first, no, excuse me, her second team's first of the half. Sorry, I must be wrong on that. I think there's 2. First one off the mark. Both teams not shooting it quite as well from the line here in the second half. Redmond will knock down the second. Shayla Redmond's a 62% free throw shooter, makes 1 of 2 there. They're going to call a foul. I believe that's on Redmond. Nope, not on Redmond. Called on Avery Wilson. And it's going to be Casey Spalding getting to the line. 32-20 is the score. Banshees lead by 12 here. Spalding will shoot a pair of free throws. She's got the first. Really, you've got to defensively, whatever you're going to do against this Banshee squad, you got to keep them out of the lane. Spalding knocks down a pair. I'm starting to really learn that these girls are going to drive it to the rim. You cannot allow that. There's Redmond inside. She loses it. Good diagonal pass, but a little bit of contact with her and Bishop, and she could not hang on to it. 34-20. Banshees in front. 4:48 to go in the third. This thing was a fairly close ball game all first half. And now it's starting to look like it's going to get out of hand here in a hurry. Thurman's going to drive, working against Linton. Runs out of real estate, throws it to, wow. Bishop comes up with it. Filiatru in the corner. Bucket is good. Good 2-point shot from Filiatru. She's got 11 on the ball game. It's a 16-point advantage. This is exactly where they were against E-Town, were the Lady Cards. Wilson's got it. Going to go opposite. Linton just inside the 3-point stripe, knocks it down. So it was a 16-point game last night when they were down, were the Lady Cards against the Lady Panthers. I think this is a bit of a taller order here. Certainly Linton knocking that one down. And there's a steal by Redmond. Going to get it back to Linton with the left hand. Can't get it to go. They had to have that one, and Linton couldn't get it with the left hand. That foul is going to be on 33, Macy Runner, her second, team's fourth. Norkate Simpson checking in. Great steal and drive. 2-on-1 on the break. Simpson's going to check in. Morris is going to check out. Wow, that really, again, as this Lady Card squad wants to pull off back-to-back night upsets, come from behind upsets, they're going to have to do a better job. I think that's on 35, Avery Wilson. It's not a shooting foul. That was on the floor. Fouls on 35, Avery Wilson, her third, team sixth. The next time they foul, it will be one in the bonus. Great pass to Miles, almost stolen away by Norkate Simpson. Drive by Spalding, left hand up and in. Wow, she is tough on the drive. And the Dream, back-to-back trips to the state tournament, to the Sweet 16, starting to look like a reality here. 16-point advantage for the Banshees, 38-22. Problem for the Cardinals is just scoring the basketball. They've only got 2 here in this quarter, and we're 5.5 minutes in. Linton looking to drive, gets it to Simpson. She's going to drive now, gets to the lane. Filiatru blocks the shot and gets the rebound. Stolen away. What a pass by Redmond. Foul as Wilson can't get it to go, but Thurman fouled. That'll send Wilson to the line. Ooh, they call number 2. Tessa Miles for that foul. I didn't see her there. I'm old, though. I have bad eyesight. That's why I'm wearing glasses right now. Wilson knocks down the first. She's got 3 points on the ball game. And another. As I was saying, the trouble is just scoring the basketball. This Lady Cardinal squad is just struggling to put it in the basket to get anything going on the offensive end. They can't do that. They can't get back in this ball game. They're going to have to score at a prolific rate. Down 14 with 2:55 to go in the third. They are playing really tough defense. Problem is they're going to get called for fouls constantly like that as Thurman and Spalding continue to drive the basketball. It's number 35, Wilson, called for her 4th foul. Team 7th. It'll be 2 shots for Thurman as she was driving into the lane. Again, you've got to devise a way. They're not shooting the ball from the perimeter great, the Banshees. But they're getting in the lane and getting to the line. Grabbert will check in. Wilson will check out with 4 fouls. You just got to figure, you got to back off, let them shoot those deep balls, and live with the consequences, because if they get in lane, they're going to score or get to the free throw line, and they don't miss from the free throw line. So kind of darned if you do, darned if you don't kind of a scenario. Linton from the baseline. What a great job by Linton. She was really tentative to shoot the ball earlier in the game, but now as she's shooting it, she's doing a good job. Thurman all the way. It's going to be a charge. Carly Thurman called for the charge. I believe it was Macy. Was it Macy Runner doing a good job get there, or Shayla Redmond? One of them got there, got set. Did a good job of accepting that charge. That'll be a foul on Thurman. 40-26 is still a 14-point advantage. 2:23 to go here. Redmond thought about driving it. Too many people in a small space on that side of the floor. They've got to create a little bit of space. Grabbert trying to set a screen for Runner. She's going to drive in the lane but have it knocked loose. Thurman comes up with it. Runner fighting with Filiatru for it. That will be a held ball possession arrow. Alternating possession going to the Banshees here. Again, 40-26 Banshee advantage. 2:02 remaining in the third. full court man-to-man pressure here. I like it, but Thurman is just beating the pressure and then running by anybody who's not there as Linton falls down. She needs to get back up and play because she laid there on the floor, and Thurman now gets to the almost to the paint. Call the foul on Linton. I don't know if she was embarrassed, so she just sat on the floor. But you got to get back up and keep playing defense. She got her feet crossed up. Honestly, I don't think there was much that Thurman did that created that. But, of course, Carly Thurman at the line equals points. Because Morris will check in and Linton will check out. Thurman makes the second. So just as she did last night, scoring a ton from the line in the second half. She had 10 free throw makes in the second half against the Lady Bruins last night. Redmond going to drive. Ooh, they're going to call a block as Redmond just ran over Tessa Miles. Nobody here in the cheering section for Bethlehem likes that call. I'm not a big fan of it either, but Bethlehem needs to be careful about what they want because their players constantly are just running over defenders to get to the basket and expecting to get the defensive foul, which they do. And that was the same situation where Redmond just ran over Miles. They called the foul on Miles because her feet weren't set. So it's an interesting, oh, that's way short. Boy, that's 6 feet short. Good rebound and toss out there by Morris. Now they're going to call a charge on Grabbert. Her third, team's 9th. The Bethlehem Banshees, we're in the third quarter. They're going to be in the double bonus on the next foul. That was an offensive foul, so there'll be no free throws here. 42-26, 16-point advantage. 1:19 to go in the third. Spalding working against Runner, crossing over, moving the ball to Bailey Bishop, and now back to Thurman, who's just going to set for a second. Drive by Simpson, but she decided not to go all the way to the rim. Gave it to Miles. That's going to be a foul on Shayla Redmond. Shayla very upset with that call, but she absolutely fouled. I mean, I understand frustration and not having a good ball game, but that was absolutely a foul on Shayla Redmond. She went out there to be super aggressive to try to steal the ball. Yeah, you can steal the basketball, but you can't just run over someone to steal the basketball. So she's very disappointed, very upset. It's her fourth foul, and maybe she feels like her team's not getting the calls they should be getting. She might even be correct on that. Problem is that one right there, if you just look at that one situation, was absolutely a foul. So Linton has to check back in for Redmond, who's got 4. And very disappointed, has to sit on the bench there. I'm sure she's very frustrated with what's going on right now. Miles again will knock down 2, so good free throw shooting here after a couple misses early in the third. Heating back up from the free throw line is this Banshee squad. They're up 44-26, they're up 18. Filiatru trying to knock it away from Morris. Yeah, I don't know about that. Again, there are a lot of situations where there are fouls in this ball game. I don't know if that was one of them. Filiatru picks up her third. Number 4, Kenzie Clayton going to check in. Emma Filiatru going to check out. Morris gets the inbounds. They'll work it around. Just 16 fouls on this Banshee squad here. The next one will send Cards to the line for one of the bonus if it is a non-shooting foul. Linton has a lot of speed. Runner left open for a 3, and she's off the mark. Really smooth. Boy, nobody back to make a defensive play. So rebound was to Bishop, a long rebound. She's quickly down, not Bishop, Spalding, sorry. She's quickly down the floor and gets another bucket. She's got 14 points on the game, and there's Bishop committing the foul in the post. That will be one in the bonus now. I believe Morris will go to the line to shoot that 1-and-1. The first is good, so Morris knocks that one down. She's only got 4 points tonight after 2 big games here in the tournament. She has played phenomenally well for this Nelson County Lady Cardinal squad. Can't get that one to go. Rebound's going to go to Ashlyn Miles. The ball's torn away, but it's Spalding coming up with it. Going deep to Thurman. Great job there. Thurman's going to pull it back out. 6 seconds to go. 5 here in the quarter. 46-27. She loses control of it with 2. She'll throw one up. Nothing there. Rebound to Runner. And it's a 46-27 ball game. 19-point advantage going into the fourth. And I would say that all but has sealed this ball game. The 19 points with 1 quarter to go. The Lady Cards have only been able to score 27 points in the ball game. The Lady Cards played so well in the first 2 ball games. Again, in stretches, but here just a little too much for them to overcome. This is an HCEC-TV student production division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, Winding Springs Luxury Living, Black Branch Self-Storage, West Point Bank, and E-Town Exterminating. Tune in weekly for all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable's Channel 2 and Spectrum Channel 184. All HCEC-TV programs on the HCEC-TV YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel today to get your local community sports and events. Special thanks to our HCEC-TV crew, John White, Allie Barr, Kyler Barkley, Demarian Perry, Grace Lothar, and Lillian McGlone. Thanks to them, and I'm Paul Gray bringing you the action tonight. So our students working hard on the cameras to bring you this action. Mr. John White, production in the truck. Thank you so much to all of them for us having this action tonight and all week long. Good pass inside. Great job by Briley Linton getting it into Morris there for the bucket. Quickly back up the floor. Knocked out of bounds. It'll go back to the Lady Cardinals as Ashlyn Miles had it. Grabbert knocked it loose, but it bounced off of her foot in the corner. So 46-29, 17-point ball game. Coaches on the sideline imploring this nice move by Morris, imploring Bethlehem to play good defense down the stretch here. Now Morris a couple buckets in a row. Thurman's got it, and she's got a lane to the basket. She pulled back. That is shocking. She had an opportunity. She had a lane to get to the basket. She would have been challenged, but, she's got another lane, this time going all the way, unchallenged. Can't get it to go too strong. Morris a rebound there. So Morris with 5 points here in the second half. She's got 8 total. Runner for 3. Macy Runner knocks down a 3. And the Lady Cards with 7 quick points. They've cut it to 12 with just 1 minute into this fourth quarter. A 7-point run to start. Best case scenario for the Lady Cards. Honestly, they're going to have to cut it under 10 to in somewhere 8-7 point range for me to feel great about their chances. This Banshee squad has just played so well. It's kind of hard to see them coming all the way back. But here they are, Lady Cards, with an early run in the fourth quarter. We'd also like to thank NFHS, the National Federation of High School Sports, and its support in providing live streaming service. Contact NFHS.com to subscribe today. This is Hardin County Education Community Television Student Production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming is sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunications needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, and South Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. So Macy Runner knocking down her third 3 of the ball game. She's got 10 points on the night to lead her squad. And right now she's the only one that's knocked down a 3 for this Lady Card squad. They have taken 14 threes and have knocked down just 3 of those. Philly Atru coming back to get it. Gets it to Spalding. Nice touch pass there. Morris almost knocked it away from Spalding. Great cut by Bishop. Bishop can't get it to go. Knocked away. Nora Kate Simpson couldn't control it and knocked it out of bounds. The Banshees will have it. 6:49 to go. 46-34, 12-point Banshees advantage. Trying to work a couple of screens here. They'll get it to Philly Atru. She's got an open look from about 13 feet. Morris with another rebound. I don't know what will happen here, but Olivia Morris has got to be a all-tournament player. Runner to the basket for the bucket. She's got 5 here in the fourth quarter. Didn't score in the third. Quickly, a foul called on Linton as Thurman was starting to go up the sideline. And again, kind of a cheap foul, whether you like the foul call or not. Linton shouldn't have committed it. Or maybe they hit the horn like that's fouling out. Did Linton have 4? I'm doing a poor job. She did. I'm doing a poor job of tracking because I did not have Linton with 4 fouls, but she'll foul out. She did a great job handling the ball, scoring the ball. Linton fouls out with 4 points. Thurman knocks it down. She's got 6 free throw makes here in the second half, and we got 6.5 minutes to go in this game. You just got to manage to not foul this Bethlehem squad. She makes another 7 free throw makes in the second half. She had 10 in the second half against the Lady Bruins last night. So whatever she's doing to be aggressive and drive the ball is huge. Runner's going to shoot another 3. She's got to. I'm telling you what, she is heating up. You better guard her. You can't be soft in that zone and not guard. Knocked away by Runner. Grabbert in the lane. Comes up short. Rebound Simpson going up with it. She's going to be fouled by Bishop. It's a 48-39 game. It's a 9-point advantage for the Banshees with Nora Kate Simpson going to the line. It's a 4th foul on Bailey Bishop. Simpson knocks it down, so a 19-point advantage coming into this quarter has gone down to 8. So Bishop checking out, Tessa Miles checking in. So both Miles girls, Philly Atru, Thurman, and Spalding on the floor. Runner now going to shadow Thurman all over the floor. Another good boy just knocked to the ground, almost lost there. Spalding going to get it to Tessa Miles. They're going to get it to Thurman. It's a 7-point game, and Macy Runner steals it. They need to slow down. Nora Kate Simpson has it working against Philly Atru. She's going to travel. They needed to slow that down. A little out of control. Macy Runner does a great job getting a steal on one end. They needed to really kind of hold that up. They had some numbers, but I could just tell that break was out of control. They need to find Runner for opportunities here. They're going to get to Philly Atru whenever they need to get it in bounds. Wow, a huge collision down here. Runner is down. Thurman left alone because there's 2 Cardinals down there. That's going to work to their advantage. Some cherry picking almost. And a foul now as Runner has been crushed twice. Asha Miles called for the foul. The first time that the Philly Atru contact with Runner was just incidental. Actually, Philly Atru had been pushed in the back by, I believe, Grabbert, and she fell into Macy Runner, and that was a huge collision. A little scary. Fortunately, heads not colliding. Runner's going to knock it down here, though. So they get a miss on the other end. I did not see who had the rebound there, but another miss on the other end by Thurman, who had a wide open 3. And there's Runner knocking down another one. Folks, what a comeback. This Lady Cardinal squad won't quit. 48-43, 5-point ball game. And the Lady Card fans going berserker right now. Again, a 5-point game. It was 19-point lead just 3.5 minutes ago. Excuse me, 2.5 minutes ago. I got to do math, folks. 2.5 minutes ago, it was a 19-point game. So a 14-point run here by this Lady Card squad. Unbelievable. Again, they look unbelievable in stretches, and in other stretches, you wonder where they've gone. And they found their way to the ball game now, and it is a ball game. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for your recycling needs. Located in Elizabethtown on 31W, just south of exit 91 on Interstate 65. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. Macy Runner has 17 points, 10 of them here in the fourth quarter. She did not score in the third. She's really looking to take this ball game over. Here's Filiatru again with the ball. Runner also doing the duty now, guarding Carly Thurman, which is a really good idea. Shayla Redmond, dangerous. Oh, good pass by Miles as she was falling to get it to Thurman. Shayla Redmond has 4. Nice Euro step, but can't get it to go. Grabbert with a rebound, gets it to Runner. And we've got an injury here, it looks like. Tessa Miles is hurt. The training staff onto the floor. So Lady Cardinals will have possession here. Tessa Miles is being tended to. We'll read some of our sponsors. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company. Been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties in the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. West Point Bank has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point, or find us online at westpointbank.com. Let us help make life simpler. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple. So Tessa Miles checks out. Bailey Bishop checks back in. Tessa Miles being tended to on the bench, did not take her back to the training area. So I'm sure she's going to want to try to get back on the floor if possible. 5:11 to go. Redmond's got it. Runner in the corner. Back to Redmond. Man, they got to find Runner. She's going to drive on the baseline. Finds Grabbert. Back to Redmond. Really nothing there. Grabbert gets it to Nora Kate Simpson. I really like Runner out top. Way better than in the corner. She just doesn't have any room to operate her work down there. She's got the whole floor when she's up top. Coach Menifee probably ought to get her there. Good pass inside to Grabbert. She just runs over Bailey Bishop. No call. That is crazy. Kaya Grabbert scores her first bucket. That should have been a foul call there. No foul called. Definitely an offensive foul. Thurman now has it. Runner will guard. It's a 48-45 ball game. Just 3 points separate these two squads. I don't believe it. It is unbelievable. Spalding going to cross over, get into the lane. Bucket, Casey Spalding. Give it to Spalding and let her go to the rim. That is a really good offense. Runner, Euro step blocked by Filiatru and Thurman out in front. Grabbert going to try to run her down. And there's Thurman to score it. Nice play by Carly Thurman. She's got 17 on the ball game, I believe. That was quick math. Shayla Redmond 3 on the way. That's no good. Rebound, Ashlyn Miles. Honestly, folks, hey, I'm all about team basketball. You got to move it. You got to play. Oh, geez, no defense at all there. As Thurman just gets down the lane, Olivia Morris has to foul her. And Thurman will go back to the line. It's a 7-point game. Honestly, though, the Lady Cards have just got to put the ball in the hands of Macy Runner and let her operate. They've got to screen for, move for, let her find three-point shots, let her find drives in the lane. That's really their only opportunity right here. Nobody else has made a perimeter shot on the ball game. Thurman gets that one to fall as well. She actually has 17 now, had 16 before. She's got 8 free throw makes here in the second half. That one's off the mark. It's an 8-point game, 53-45 as order has been restored. Great pass inside to Avery Wilson. Couldn't get it to go. Grabbert can't get it to go. Grabbert can't get it to go again. Wilson has it, and Thurman is going to intercept the pass there. So a lot of opportunities. There's now Bailey Bishop's got it. A lot of opportunities went away in that scenario. Thurman there working on Nora Kate Simpson. Simpson fouls there out on the floor. It just you've got to back off a little bit. The closer you get to her, she's too quick. She's faster than you are, and if you don't give her space to be able to cut her off, she is around you. And that's just not understanding what's going on the floor for Nelson County. I think the Lady Bruins did that some last night. You're playing so close, and she's so quick, you got no opportunity to stop that. And she's around you in a hurry, or you got a foul to slow her down. 54-45, 3:14 to go. It got real tight. 3 points separated these two teams just a minute ago. And now Thurman and Spalding have kind of taken back over control of the game. Thurman has another free throw coming. She can make it a 10-point advantage. She misses that one as well. So she's got a lot of makes, but a couple more misses than she had last night, that's for sure. 9-point game. I'd say it's not over yet, but man, it's getting close to that point. Lady Cards, 2:55, down 9. Runner doing everything she can. Baseline jumper way too much. Grabbert's going to come up with a rebound. Runner again. She's got that one. Macy Runner knocks down the two-pointer from the short corner there. Filiatru driving. She's got, oh boy, foul call. Emma Filiatru will go to the line to shoot 2. Filiatru at the line. First one is good. It's Emily Medley, number 11, who was called for the foul. She had just checked in to the game for this Lady Cardinal squad, and Emma Filiatru knocks down a pair. So Medley checking back out. Nora Kate Simpson working on Filiatru, drives, but she's in among the tall trees, but gets it to go. Man, that was a courageous take to the rim. 56-49, 7-point game, 2:21 to go here. But just not wanting to go away. This Lady Card squad keeping the dream alive for a few more minutes here. Runner steals it from Ashlyn Miles. Great job. She'll get all the way to the rim for the easy deuce. Just as I said, timeout called. Macy Runner, wow. You know, you want to be a team ball player. You want to do all the right things. That's what Macy Runner does. But right now it's Macy Runner time. She's got to take this. I've talked to several people in the building this week, including one of the coaches from North Hardin who saw her playing in summer AAU ball. He said Macy Runner is the best player he's seen. That she was playing this summer in AAU games against teams that had all D1 players and putting up 40 points a game on them. So Macy Runner right now just trying to assert herself. She's got 21 points now, and a lot of those here in the fourth quarter. She's got 14 in the fourth alone, 56-51 with 2:04 to go. It's a 5-point ball game, and again, the Lady Cards refuse to go away. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company. It's been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties since 1976. Call 2707-37-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. We'd like to thank NFHS, the National Federation of High School Sports, and its support in providing live streaming service. Contact nfhs.com to subscribe today. 2:04. It's Bishop, Thurman, Filiatru, Ashlyn Miles, and Casey Spalding, the starting 5 on the floor. Thurman gets it. Simpson was trying to guard, but she's going to go all the way. She finds Miles. They're back out to Spalding. Spalding will drive. Barely able to get that one out to Bishop. Stolen by Morris. They're going to call a block on who? I think on 5, Ashlyn Miles. Morris had the ball. She had knocked it away, was trying to run it down, and I believe Miles got in her way. So the call is going to go against Ashlyn Miles for the block. Again, Morris stepped in front of the pass, knocked it away. It was Miles stepping in front of Morris, and they called a foul on Miles. I didn't think they'd call a foul there, as it seemed somewhat incidental as far as the contact was concerned. Morris will knock down the first. She's got 2 free throws here. Both teams now in the double bonus. Can't get the second. Kaya Grabbert knocks it loose. Shayla Redmond runs it down. There's Runner with it in the corner. Redmond's got it. Nora Kate Simpson with it here. Oh, goodness, bad pass. Filiatru there going for it with Runner. Foul on Runner as Filiatru will go to the line to shoot a pair. It had been cut to 4, and the Lady Cardinals had possession. I don't have any idea why Nora Kate Simpson was trying to make that long diagonal high pass to Macy Runner. It just was not a good pass. And so Filiatru was there easily. And as Runner tried to get it, she certainly fouled Filiatru there. So 2 points in the double bonus here. Emma at the line knocks that one down. The next foul or dead ball, I'll try to calculate the free throw shooting numbers again. Pretty phenomenal tonight for this for both squads. And Emma Filiatru knocks down a pair there. 58-52, 6-point game, 1:40 to go. Nora Kate Simpson back to Runner. Again, they've got to find Runner somehow. Redmond is such a good player, but she's just a little bit shy tonight. Runner, couldn't get it to go. Oh my gosh, they just ran over Bailey Bishop. She slammed her head on the floor. Bailey Bishop a little bit hurt there. Yeah, they need to consider that, because she hit her floor hard, hit her head on the floor hard, and they need to go check her out. The official saying stay back. She's going to get up here. Wow. I'm not sure who they called the foul on, but she was hit hard. May have been Morris for her 4th foul there. There's going to be a timeout called. It'll be Bailey Bishop going to the line to shoot a pair, and they're up 6. The Banshees are 58-52. This is an HCEC-TV student production division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors: Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, Winding Springs Luxury Living, Black Branch Self-Storage, West Point Bank, and E-Town Exterminating. Tune in weekly for all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable's Channel 2 and Spectrum Channel 184. All HCEC-TV programs on the HCEC-TV YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel today to get your local community sports and events. Special thanks to our HCEC-TV crew who are bringing you the action tonight. John White, Allie Barr, Kyler Barkley, Damarian Perry, Grace Lothar, and Lily McGlone. Also like to thank NFHS, the National Federation of High School Sports, and its support in providing live streaming service. Contact NFHS.com to subscribe today. So the Banshees are 26 of 33 from the line tonight. Not as high a percentage, but getting to the line so often. That differential is just massive. There's a miss from Bailey Bishop. Again, it's a 6-point ball game with 1:26 to go. As I said, this big comeback, so difficult to get all the way back when you're down that far against a good squad. Both misses, but Bishop gets the rebound. Throws up a wild shot. That was ill-advised. Not a good idea there. Runner, Nora Kate Simpson. Shayla Redmond, Runner in the corner. Shayla Redmond's got it on the left wing. Oh, that's just a horrible pass, and Filiatru has it again as she and Nora Kate Simpson diving for the ball. And just horrible passing ideas here on several trips down the floor for the Lady Cards. And Emma Filiatru will go back to the line. .107 to go, 6-point advantage. Emma Filiatru, 78% free throw shooter at the line here. She has been money here in the second half. That's her 5th make of a free throw in the second half. I believe most of those here in the fourth quarter. Bishop checking out. Number 23, Chloe Young, checking in. Can't get that one to go. Avery Wilson there. Kaya Grabbert has. They find Shayla Redmond. They got to shoot the basketball. They can't wheel it around for 20 seconds. Macy Runner will fire. That's off the mark. Olivia Morris has it. Grabbert now. Redmond should have shot that 3, but she's going to drive. Finds Morris off the glass. Can't get it to go. Up again, and Morris will score that one. Good job by Morris getting a couple of rebounds to keep that possession alive. Runner working against Thurman. Thurman, that is not a foul on Runner. Thurman is trying to initiate the contact. If she'd have run straight down the floor, there'd have been no contact. But Thurman absolutely veered into Runner to create that contact. It's a 59-54 game with 36 seconds to go. And Macy Runner, who's been the best player on the floor tonight, is going to foul out of the ball game. Wow, it's what that is. That's number one, it's a bad call by the officials, but it's a savvy play by Carly Thurman. She knows how to create the contact, knows how to draw the foul, and she did it. You cannot fault Thurman for that situation there, but Macy Runner out of the ball game. She's a junior. She'll be back next year with the rest of this Nelson County squad, juniors and younger, all of them. And again, Macy Runner was absolutely phenomenal, fun to watch. 59-54, Carly Thurman at the line. And she'll knock down the first. She's got 19 points on the ball game. And 11 free throw makes in the second half alone for Carly Thurman. Avery Wilson for 3. It's on the way. It's off the mark. No one else has made a 3 for this Lady Cards squad. And that's a foul on Bailey Bishop as she was just throwing elbows left and right, knocked Shayla Redmond to the ground as people are grabbing for the ball. Bailey Bishop will check out of the ball game. Coaches Barstow Bethlehem upset by that call because there's a lot of hands reaching for the ball. Certainly there was contact at Bishop. Both things are probably true. It's just going to go one way or the other there. Nora Kate Simpson, double bonus here. She will go to the line to shoot a pair. It's a 7-point game, 61-54 Banshee advantage. 25 seconds remaining. The officials now having a conversation, not sure what this could possibly be about. Please, again, everybody, stick around for the presentation of all region team honors after the game is over. I've got my opinions. I'm not sure who even names those players. I think Olivia Morris, 25, and Macy Runner have to be named to the squad after that for this Nelson County squad. Not sure who you go with. Yeah, okay, I get what's going on here. That is an offensive foul call, so there are no free throws on an offensive foul. That's absolutely correct. As they talk that over. There's Morris with it. Wilson has it. Nora Kate Simpson on the drive, getting in there. They're going to call this out on the floor, I believe, on Thurman as Nora Kate Simpson began to drive the basketball. It will be on Carly Thurman. 20 seconds to go. 61-54, 7-point ball game with no Macy Runner on the floor. Not sure how this could possibly go to the Lady Cardinals, but Simpson could cut it to 5 with a couple of free throws here. She's got the first. Again, they've shot the ball fantastic from the free throw line. They are 14 of 16 right now from the line. Wow, fantastic performance shooting those. And make that 15 of 17 from the line for this Nelson County Lady Cardinals squad. Foul right away on Grabbert. As she grabs, that's her 5th, I believe. Again, I haven't done a great job tonight of taking care of who has what fouls, so I could be incorrect. I had it as 5, but obviously I think a couple times, she's number 20. Number 2, Briley Linton fouled. I think a couple times I saw the official put up 2 fingers, and it was for fouls on number 2, and I marked them against number 20, Kaya Grabbert. So I don't think that's 5 fouls. That's the mistake that I believe I made. So here we are, 18 seconds. Ashlyn Miles at the line to shoot a pair. Grabbert committed that foul. Now this may be what they're talking about. I think some of the coaches think that Kaya Grabbert has fouled out from Bethlehem, obviously. But I think I might have made an error myself. I'm sure that I did. Yeah, this is again, they want to get whatever calls they're making correct. But basically, this is in effect icing Ashlyn Miles at the line. Now again, it's Coach Clark who's doing the who's causing this situation by asking these questions. But Ashlyn Miles has been standing there for over a minute now waiting for the basketball so she can shoot it. They have reset the clock to 20.1 seconds, not 18.6. So that's one adjustment that has been made. We'll see if Miles can knock these down. This will be the 40th and 41st free throws this team has shot. That is just, I just don't understand that. I mean, that's, I don't know. I just have never seen this 2 nights in a row, this sort of free throw disparity. Again, this team's doing a great job of creating that. 30 of 41 from the line tonight. Long three from Redmond. That's off the mark. Grabbert going to run that down, get it back to Redmond. Redmond wants the shot. She walked. She tried to throw it to Nora Kate Simpson and threw it away. So with 7 seconds to go, 4-point game. The celebration can begin for the Banshees here as I'm in my broadcast position right in here amongst all the Banshee fans. And Carly Thurman is going to be fouled by Avery Wilson. That may be her 5th as well. 5.8 to go. It's 62-56. Sorry, not a 4-point game. It's a 6-point ball game. And number 35, Avery Wilson. It's so loud in here I can't hear if the sound has buzzed for, yeah, she is going to come out of the ball game with her 5th. Kendall Crawford, number 12, will check in here. Again, down 6 with 7 seconds to go. They fouled. I don't know that they needed to foul Carly Thurman there. Again, it doesn't matter if it's a 6 or an 8-point victory here, but it will be the Banshees for a 3rd time in 4 seasons winning the region, headed to the Sweet 16. Congratulations to Coach Clark, and congratulations to this squad for all of the adversity that they have overcome, including being down with 18 seconds to go against LaRue County in the first round matchup, where Carly Thurman knocked down a shot with 8 seconds to go to take the lead by 1 there, and Carly will knock down the second. Long three goes in for Shayla Redmond right at the end, but that will do it. The final score. Wow, don't trample your own team there as you rush the floor. A little dangerous out on the floor there, but the student section is now on the floor. The final 63-59. Banshees win by 4. I wouldn't have called that when we went into the 4th quarter with a 19-point Banshee advantage. Kudos and praise to Coach Michael Menifee and this Nelson County squad for what they were able to do in getting back into the ball game. Just a fantastic effort, especially from Macy Runner there. She had 14 points in the 4th quarter alone, which is a phenomenal job. $12 free throw makes by Carly Thurman in the second half. They end up going 31 of 42 from the line after going 33 of 36 the night before to knock off the Lady Bruins. Tonight, they do it from the free throw line again. Again, this Nelson County Lady Cardinal squad was 16 of 19 from the free throw line. So they shot the ball beautifully from the free throw line, but certainly it was not enough to stop the Banshees. Now, the thing I would wonder is, obviously this is a great basketball team. They've done it 3 out of 4 years getting to the Sweet 16. But had an opportunity. I thought they were the best team in the state last year for sure, but were unable to hang on in their Elite Eight matchup. They were up 5 with 2 minutes to go and couldn't hang on to win that ball game. I don't know this year how their team translates into the state tournament. I don't know if they can get to the line, if they can drive in the lane, create those foul shot opportunities in the state tournament. Can they do that against teams that are of that quality, of that ilk, and do that? Certainly as the 5th region guy, I'll be hoping they can represent us well in the Sweet 16 in the state tournament. Certainly Coach Clark, the girls, Emma, Carly, Bailey, Casey, Ashlyn, Tessa, Kenzie, Kaylee, and Chloe deserve those accolades and those opportunities. So they're naming now, Malachi Mullins, our PA announcer, is naming the all-tournament team from Nelson County. Obviously, Macy Runner. I'd go Olivia Morris as well, maybe Shayla Redmond for my other selections. I don't get to decide this, however, folks. Let's wait and see. So, again, I just can't say enough about Macy Runner. I look forward to seeing her play next year, as she is a phenomenal player. She really tried to take this game over in the fourth quarter and did. Got her team back in this ball game. And they made the same call I did. Olivia Morris scoring 15 and I believe 19 in that first game. In her last 2 games tonight, she had 11 tonight, along with 8 rebounds. She's such a big presence for this Nelson County squad. And then, of course, Shayla Redmond, number 13, had a great tournament as well. Struggled from the three-point arc a little bit, made a couple in the previous game, just made the one at the end tonight. Not her best night. She had 10 points on the game. Got in a little bit of foul trouble, couldn't contribute more at times. Emma Filiatru will be named from the Banshee squad. Certainly, she is, honestly, I think she's the best player on this team. Carly Thurman is so important for this Banshee squad, but she, her size, everything she gives this group is something that no one else on her team can give. With the size, the presence inside, her shooting outside, all of it so strong. Casey Spalding now. They'll name 4 girls from the champion squad. Spalding certainly here. Carly Thurman's got to be one of the others. We'll see Ashlyn Miles probably. She had 10 points and 6 boards. And there is Ashlyn Miles. She had, again, 10 points, 6 boards tonight. Has been a really good presence for this team. And shot it from the free throw line fantastically. She's the one who isn't always a great free throw shooter, but has been phenomenal. And, of course, Carly Thurman, leading scorer for this squad in the region tournament here, did an amazing job handling the ball, pushing the ball into the lane, defending so well, creating turnovers. And so the Banshees will move on. Presentation of the runner-up trophy. The Lady Cardinals will accept the region runner-up trophy. Great season for them to get to this point. They struggled at points in the season, even losing by 17 to North Hardin, losing to Central Hardin, losing to Elizabethtown in the regular season. They avenged that loss. Coach has got to be so proud, Coach Menifee, of what they did. And so the Banshees now celebrating another region title, as that is something they have become accustomed to. As now they'll celebrate together, they'll celebrate with the student section, celebrate with the cheerleaders, and the fans here are certainly going to enjoy a big celebration this evening as they'll cut down the nets here at North Hardin High School. The final score, 63-59. Bardstown Bethlehem Banshees with a region title, a 3rd region title in 4 years. This has been Paul Gray with Hardin County Education Community Television. Good night, everybody.